We're here tonight, sipping on some good stuff. We're gonna call this the drink. So we're here with Exotic. Exotic.
How y'all doing?
Yeah.
How y'all doing?
Yes, yes, he's here. He's ready to talk to his people, his viewers, his fans and stuff. And we want to know a little bit about you. So, first question I have for your viewers and your fans is, um, you know, are you working on anything new lately? We heard some things that you already had out and things like that, and it was hot. You know what I'm saying? You was doing what you was doing. So now we want to know, what's going on? What you working on? And how long will we have to wait until we can hear something new from you?
That was a very good question. Um, yeah, I'm actually working on a mixtape. It's called Timeline. Why I call it Timeline is because if you can listen to the lyrics of my music, it's actually about the stuff that I went through as a little kid and as I grew up. So it starts from when I was a kid and then it goes up until when I had all these problems and everything like that. So that's how I really was able to cope through things, by writing music. You know what I'm saying? That's how I cope through things. You feel me? Like when I was upset, depressed, or when I was going through something with a relationship problem, or just stuff like that. I would just jot them down as ideas to my music, and then I made a good song with it. So then what comes with a good mixtape, it's a good title of the mixtape. So that's why I wanted to call it Timeline, because it's like basically the story of my life, of how I was going through things and how I came out of it, basically. And that's basically what it is. That's all.
That's interesting. Timeline. Usually when they create a timeline, to document, what I'm saying? So you can go back and see where you started. And now, when you look at the present, you can see where you have come. So that makes sense. So where you started, what we have heard, and now where you have come, that makes sense. So, bravo to that.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Your fans, I'm one of them. I heard you, when I heard you, I liked it. I said I really liked it. And I think you have a flair about you, what I'm saying? You have your own style and you rock it. You rock it exotic tonight.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm rocking the exotic hat today. Rocking my exotic shirt. Got the little exotic on the back of it. Yes. I don't know if y'all can see that, but I got the exotic on the back of my shirt.
All in the back.
Yeah, but yeah, I wanted to come up here with my exotic stuff because why would I wear Kenneth Cole? Why would I wear Levi's or stuff like that? You know what I'm saying? When I'm an artist and I'm a creative mind myself, so Kenneth Cole or Levi's is not putting money in my pocket, so you know what I mean, to wear their clothes. So why am I wearing their clothes? So I decided to make my own clothing line called Exotic. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm rocking my own stuff. I'm about to actually create my own clothing line also called Exotic. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be like the Exotic King and the Exotic Queen. You feel me? The King. You know what I'm saying? So I'm actually working in that. That's in the works right now, actually, and the symbol of it is going to be actually a big X covering around the crown. You feel me? So that means that I can have women or men, you know what I'm saying, wear my stuff, because you could be the exotic queen and I could be the exotic king. You know what I'm saying? So we will both be wearing the exotic stuff, but it still meant a different thing, that you're the queen and that I'm the king. You feel me? So that's why I have the big X covering around the crown. Just like that, you know what I mean? We on college shit, you feel me? Yeah.
Well, that's what's up. I like how you answered that, you know what I'm saying? So the next question I had was, who inspired you to do what you do, to rap and, to become an artist? You know what I'm saying? Some people have to have somebody to show them the way, you know what I'm saying? And they instill something in you to make you want to be just as they were, but maybe in your own way, you know what I'm saying? So who inspired you to be exotic, you know what I'm saying? The rapper, the legend, the king.
I like how you said the legend, the king, because that's what I'm really actually striving for. I'm striving for to be a legend. I want everybody to know that they legends and they kings and queens in themselves. So that's why I'm really pushing it out there, because people don't even know their own worth. They don't know that they was the original kings and queens when they was first on this earth. You know what I mean? They don't know their true roots. So I'm basically bringing their roots to them. I'm letting them know that, yeah, y'all was kings and queens. Y'all didn't know that. You know what I mean? So I'm basically trying to let the audience know, and everybody else know that that y'all kings and queens. You feel me? And that y'all are exotic. You know what I'm saying? And y'all is very important just because God made you. You know what I mean? Because if you God's children, then you got roots of the Heavenly Father, and which means that you're very powerful. So that's why I just wanted to bring the audience attention that y'all are very exotic, and y'all are very unique in everybody's own way. You know what I mean? And I just wanted to let the audience know about that, because sometimes they don't know how much they're worth. They just settle for what they can get. You know what I mean? And I don't want them to do that. I don't want them to settle for what they can just get. I want them to proceed and keep going forward and moving forward to go and be who they want to be, and not just settle. I want them to be who they want to be, and that's living like kings and queens. That's living like an exotic life. So, yeah.
Well, all right. So you're saying kings and queens are the ones who inspired you to be who you are.
Right.
That's a very interesting answer that you gave. Most people might have said, maybe former rappers, from a different time frame. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But you went to another place. Which, who's to say they wasn't ones who came up with lyrics and rhymes and things in their own time, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that is interesting. I really like that answer. I hope the viewers like that answer. He wants people to be kings and queens, or at least aspire to be a king or a queen, to live your life as such, you know what I'm saying, and know that it's possible. It is possible.
It is.
Yes. So that means you're a true ruler or a leader.
Amen.
Yeah, there you go. So I hope you find your queen. You're looking for one, so I hope he finds one. I hope everyone agrees, his viewers and his fans, you know what I'm saying? So the next question I have is, what motivates you to share your artistry with others? What convinced you to say, you know what, although I have this inside of me, why do I want to share it with people?
Like I said, I wanted to share with my audience, and that was a very good question you asked.
Thank you.
I wanted just to get in touch with my audience. I just want them to know what their worth is and how much they're worth. That you is a creator of the Heavenly Father. So if you're a creator of the Heavenly Father, that is amazing. Just in its general, that's just amazing that the Heavenly Father created you. So just because the Heavenly Father created you, you already is a king and a queen, and on top of that, you could be God's also, because in the Bible it does say we as God's children, and God is a God. So that means we are God's, because we are God's children. So I just want to get my audience attention and let them know what their real worth is, and don't just settle for what you can get. Just keep pursuing your dream, and it will become to you, and you will be having a very fun time.
So, all right. So, thank you for that answer.
No problem.
So, I wonder, everyone has their own type of way they prepare for things. Mm-hmm. When I was getting ready to this interview, I prepared by just practicing. Mm-hmm. How would I address your viewers? How would I, address your fans? How would I address you when I need to talk to you? How would I open up? You know what I'm saying? So how do you prepare for your performances when you have to perform in front of so many?
Well, that's a very good question. I prepare by listening to music. Music, it motivates me. Music is something that it really touches into my soul and heart. When I listen to a certain song or a certain, artist, it does something within me that it unleashes something. Like I like The Weeknd. You know, I like The Weeknd. So yeah, I really like him. So when I listen to The Weeknd, that's how I prepare to go kill the stage. Because when I see The Weeknd and I hear his music, I'll be like, dang, like something within me is like, wow, I want to be like this. You know what I mean? Or like I want to deliver my message how he delivers his message. So that's what makes me give me motivation, and it gets me keep going, and that's what makes me, you feel me, become who I want to be. Because you know it's music. You know, that's one thing that's not going to get watered down. That's one thing that's not going to get watered down. Music is not gonna. It's gonna always be in this earth forever and ever until we live. And it's music, and that's one thing that's not gonna get watered down. So it's like music. It does something within your soul. You know, when you hear good lyrics, when you hear a good song with a good beat, with a good, you know, with a good delivery, and it does something to you. You know what I mean? So that's how I prepare. I prepare by listening to a certain song, and then it gets me pumped and motivated. You know what I'm saying? So when I get done with it, I'm like, oh yeah, let's get this going. Let's go ahead. You know what I mean? Let's go ahead and do this. You feel me? So yeah, you know what I mean? Music is what they do.
What to do then, huh?
Yeah.
Well, that was. I like that. You know, who didn't like The Weeknd? Literally.
I don't know.
So I love The Weeknd. You know, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, turn up all day. You know what I'm saying? You know, you have a good time. You know, you can go party and have a good time. You know, and he named himself The Weeknd, so he is very much loved.
Very much.
Very much.
Very
yes.
much.
So thank you for that. In the future, how do you think you can master your craft in music?
That's a very good question. In the future, I feel like I can master my craft, because also I'm not just a musician. I'm an actor and a model. So how I can master my craft by just connecting with others. Just connecting with others, talking with them and seeing how they did it. And giving me pointers and giving me, you know what I'm saying, giving me ideas and stuff like that for what I can do in the future. So how I can master my craft is going to these shows, or going to these performances, or going just to network, you know what I'm saying, and just to talk with everybody and see how they did it, and I'll have that under my belt, so I'll have that under my mind, and so I would understand and I would know, you know, how they did it. So I would try to use that as perspective, you know, and I would try to use that too, you know, so I can be better and I can grow as an artist, you know. So that's all it's about. It's just about just letting the audience know about, you know, the truth, you know, about who you is and what you stand for. And I stand for basically love and loyalty, you know. So that's how I can master my craft, just by going to people who's been in the business for a long time. You know what I mean? Who's been in the business longer than me, and asking them questions and asking them, you know, how they did it. And I get their ideas and make my own creation. You feel me? And that's how I can, you feel me, master my craft. You know, because honestly, I don't like to copy anybody. So that's why I get their ideas and make it my own. You know what I mean? So that's how I feel like I can master my craft.
All right. That makes sense. You know what I'm saying? You build from others. You know what I'm saying? They help you to grow, right? So, you know, that's a good answer, you know. So I hope your viewers are listening, and, you know, they learn something today. You know what I'm saying? They go away not only knowing just about you, but how they can improve their own lives, you know, in whatever way that you choose to grow in your own mastery, you know. So we all have a little artistry in us, you know, grow from there. You know, you don't have to publish it and share it, but, you know, just learn that, you know, Xotic does it, you know what I'm saying? When you feeling him like we feeling him, then, you know, grow from it. So, you know, thank you for that. You know, I know your viewers are going to be happy with that answer. So I wanted to know, I seen you on, I think, Instagram, right? And I'm looking at you and I'm like, is he playing the piano? I said, is he playing the piano? So he was trying to show us he could play a little bit of piano. So I wonder how many instruments do you do know how to play, and how good are you at it? So are you like an amateur, or are you experienced at it? So can you tell us a little bit about that?
That is a wonderful question, and I'm actually gonna blow your mind right now. So if y'all did see on Instagram me playing the piano or whatnot, honestly, I don't know how to read music. That's just one. I do not know how to read not one lick of music. I don't. You know what I mean? But one thing I do know how to do, I have an ear for music. So I can just hop on a piano and just go at it and then make a song. I can just go at it and just because I have the ear for music. I know what it's supposed to sound like. I know what I'm looking for. I know what it's supposed to be. So just me by not knowing how to read music, it doesn't stop my craft. It really doesn't. But I should keep pursuing reading music because it will better my craft, and that's another thing of how I can master my craft by reading music. I can master my craft by knowing how to read music and stuff like that. So that's another thing I need to be able to do. I need to do is I need to give me a teacher so I can learn how to read music because then I will know how to master my craft. But at this now, I do not know how to read music. But you was hearing this piano, like, dang, this man is playing the piano very well. And if he don't know how to read music, what is he doing? How is he doing this? And I'm doing it because I got the ear for it. I was born with a gift that my Heavenly Father gave me. My Heavenly Father gave me a gift that I'm very talented with music, that I got an ear for music, that I know what to put, I know what to do, I know, you know what I'm saying, because I got an ear for it. I know what good music sounds like, I know what it's supposed to be, and that's another thing on why I like The Weeknd. Because The Weeknd, he's such a good artist, and he hits every key on point. You know what I mean? With one of his songs, like I like The Reminder by The Weeknd, and I like I also like The Hills Have Eyes on The Weeknd, and I like The Reminder, and I like Starboy. I like Starboy by The Weeknd, and I like a lot of stuff by The Weeknd because he seems like he has an ear for music. You know what I mean? And it's not a lot of people out there in this world that really has that gift. And that's what I've been blessed. I've been blessed with the ear for music, and I thank my Heavenly Father for that because that makes me a great artist and a great musician by itself, So I thank my Heavenly Father for me having the ear for music and me playing the piano. It's just me getting on the keys and just going and just doing it. I don't have no setting thing of when I should do or what key. I just let my soul take over. I just let my soul take over. And once my soul take over, then it's beautiful. It's something that I make that is very, very, very beautiful.
So you have music from the soul.
Amen.
Yeah, there you go. That's when they came up with music like that from years before. Like in the 80s, they had they said we're gonna sing from the heart, and that's when they started that. So now we're here in the 2000s, and they're singing from like it's kind of like it's a different time, So it's not necessarily not from the heart, but it's a different time. Yeah, everyone have their own style. But they was going, from time to time, maybe from the 20s, the 30s, the 40s. It was like a trending thing. So if they were singing blues, they were singing blues. Now they're singing blues, hip hop, rap, rock,
they got a whole bunch of genres.
Right, all different types of genres. So we all over the place, but it's not bad. Music for every type of people. So I like how you talk about the Heavenly Father. You always give him, glory, and and recognize that he gave you your blessing and gave you a gift. So that's good, and that you play music and you can't even read it. That's good, but that that you want to actually improve yourself by learning to read music, and maybe by learning to read music, you learn to play more instruments. That's how you will master your craft, and you would become a master in music.
Amen.
You know, it's like getting a degree. You know what I'm saying, in your own way. So thank you for that. It kind of gave me a little bit of something. You know what I'm saying? So I can learn how to read music because I wanted to play the guitar one day. And I was thinking about it. And I was like, if he could play the piano, maybe he could show me a little bit of something. You know what I'm saying? While we sip on these drinks and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I'm feeling him right now. He's exotic. So we still here at the drink. Doing what we doing. Talking and rapping with each other and sharing. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
It's all about.
That's right. So thank you for that. I have another question. So, how would you describe yourself when it comes to like your style? When I see you, I think you look good. You know what I mean? You style yourself real good, and I always wondered, do you style yourself? Do you have help or whatever? How did you describe your genre? Like, where you at within it? Is it hardcore rap? Is it hip hop? You know what I mean? What is it? That you feel? Is it something that you come up with your own? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna create your own genre. They had to create it one day. Maybe you might do it. You're exotic. You're different. That's what exotic means. Different and live and beautiful, whatever like that. So usually when somebody think like I see an exotic female or whatever, they think she like for one beautiful. She's different than any other that they have seen, right? And she comes from a different place. So that's usually it. And I would like to know, or we would like to know, a little bit about your personality. You know what I'm saying? So when people approach you, they may know, if you're the type of person like, oh no, I like to entertain and I like people, I like people in my personal space. That's my personality. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy all the time. You know what I'm saying? Just tell us a little bit about those, and about exotic. You know what I'm saying?
Well, my name says it all. Name says I'm exotic, so I'm exotic. Like if you chill, my personality is exotic. I even do things that I don't even know. I be saying in my head, I'm like, bro, why did I do that? You know what I mean? I was like, hold on, wait a second. Wait, rewind that. Why did I just do that? I just bust out and bust a move sometimes, you know what I'm saying? And then people look at me crazy and they're like, whoa, what you just do? And I look at them like, bro, don't ask me. I do not know what I just did, bro. But like I say, I'm exotic, so like I don't know what I'm gonna do next. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna say I'm still trying to figure myself out, even though I still am. But I just ain't no talent with me. That's why I'm exotic. You know what I mean? Ain't no talent. It's like I don't know what I'm gonna do next. So it's like I keep people on their toes, and I keep myself on their toes. You know what I'm saying? I keep them wanting to know more, and I keep myself like that. And that's how I like to live my life. I like to live my life like not set and date. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to live my life like in the order. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I have to wake up, do this, like every single day. I don't like to do that. You know what I mean? I like that wake up and have a different day every single day. You know what I mean? And that's what I really strive for, because because it's boring. You know what I mean? Having the same routine every single day. That is boring. You know what I mean? And I've had a job before, and I had to wake up every day too, and stuff like that. I've had that, and to me it was freaking boring. You know what I mean? So that's why it's like I put my pants up, I got myself together, and I wanted to be a boss, because I decided I didn't want to have a routine life. I decided that I didn't want to have a routine life. I wanted to have an exotic life. I wanted to have a life that is different every day, so, and even me myself, that I don't even know what I'm gonna do next. Like after this, I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what I'm doing after this. You know what I mean? Like I got ideas, but I don't know what. You know what I mean? Like I got things to choose. I got this and I got that. You know what I mean? And that's why I like to keep it. I like to have options. I like to be able to have options. Oh, I can do this, or I can do that, or I can do, you know what I mean? I like to have options, because I refuse to have a routine, boring life, because my name is exotic, and when you think of exotic, you think of something that is outside the box. You know what I'm saying? And I spell it with an X, because X marks the spot, basically, when you find treasure. You know what I mean? When you see an X, that's where the treasure's at. You know what I mean? So that's why had it with an X, because this is where you're gonna find the treasure, and this is where you're gonna find that knowledge and wisdom of who y'all truly are within my lyrics. You know what I mean? Because y'all are exotic too. You know what I'm saying? My audience is exotic, you're exotic, everybody's exotic, and I want them to know that. You know what I mean? So and having a routine life is not really having a life at all. You know, and you're really supposed to have fun with your life and just enjoy life, because life is too short. You know what I mean?
Definitely short. There you go. You summed it up. That makes sense. And since you are exotic, you will be different. So your genre will be different. Your style will be different. And your personality. You know what I'm saying? You gave us a little bit about that. And we appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? You know, we appreciate you. Whatever. So, you know how these interviews go. Everybody want to get all into your business. You know what I'm saying? So we want to get a little bit into Exotic's business. You know what I'm saying? We want to know what's going on with Exotic and stuff.
Oh, shit.
He's talking about this exotic stuff. You're going to have him a queen that's exotic and things like that. So we want to know, like, one day, or maybe today, who knows, maybe yesterday, yesteryear, so what's going on in your personal life? Tell us, just, you don't have to get all deep down dirty, you know what I'm saying? You gotta air your laundry, dirty laundry, clean laundry, you know what I'm saying? We just want to know a little bit about what's going on with you. So, tell us a little bit about your personal life.
Well, my personal life. Well, I'm actually going through something right now. That's why I haven't been performing how I used to be performing. I used to be performing at Club Sky, Club Goodies, Whiskey North, Dubai. I used to just be performing everywhere around Tampa. And I actually went to St. Pete to Gentlemen's Club and performed there too. Well, like, it's just, I'm going through something right now, through some legal issues. I got an ankle monitor on. So I go to court next month for that. I'm not putting my music nor my artistry on hold forever, but I'm setting it aside so I can settle my legal issues first, and then I can go back out there into the world and let y'all know how truly exotic y'all are. That's my goal. That is my goal. My goal is to let the audience know how exotic y'all are. Y'all saying y'all see my name exotic, but y'all don't know that y'all are exotic yourselves. You know what I'm saying? That y'all are unique yourselves. So I'm just putting it aside so I can figure out what I'ma do next with this legal issue. Yeah, I got an ankle monitor. I go to court next month for that, and I do not know what's gonna happen. So keep me in y'all prayers. Keep me in y'all prayers. I would thank y'all for keeping me in y'all prayers if y'all can do that. You know what I mean? I don't know exact date. They're supposed to send in the mail. They did tell me a date, but I forgot right now at this second because we're at the drink. So I'm drinking, so I kind of forgot.
We are drinking.
Yeah, we are. We definitely are really drinking. It's
really
delicious,
good. Yes, it's delicious.
And thank you for having me, by the way.
Oh, no problem.
Thank you for having me, by the way.
I'm so happy you have come. So I appreciate that. I'm sorry that you have to go through what you're going through. We all go through different trials. Through a period of our lives. You know what I'm saying? So I hope and pray. And I will pray for you also. And I hope that he asks that we all pray for him because, he's a child of God. So for those of you who believes in a Heavenly Father, we pray for each other, you know what I'm saying? So we pray for you, brother, you know what I'm saying, that you come about it, whatever it is that's keeping you from performing and doing what you need to do, you know what I'm saying, to progress in your life, you know what I'm saying, and things like that. So I feel that, we learn things from these times. That's why we have them put into our lives. You know what I'm saying? So although we go through a trial, it's not good all the time. It's a test. You know what I'm saying? And you represent yourself as such, and you call on God, and He'll bring you through.
Amen.
Right?
Amen.
So you'll be brought through. You know what I'm saying? Go through this, like you gotta go through this, let it be a learning experience and come up out of it. Right? Alright. So yeah, that's what it is. Right. Amen. So let's see. So yes. He told me, look, I'm gonna give y'all a little tea. We sipping on drinks right now, we sipping on brandy. But I'm gonna spill some tea. You know what I'm saying? He told me you can ask me any question. I was thinking like, you don't want me to ask you any question because I asked you a whole bunch of questions.
Yeah, about to get juicy.
Yeah, he was like, ask me any question. I'm thinking like, any question you better be sure because I'll put you on blast. And then he looking at me crazy, looking at the fans.
Wait a second, hold on. Cut this off. No, I'm just playing.
Wait, we need a break. Intermission.
Break. Stop this. No more.
We be like, usher up here. Let me see. I've been anticipating this interview, so I can see what's going on with Xotic. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of us out here. He's looking for a queen, so let's see what's going on with him. So, I would like to ask you a question. Do you have anyone special in your life, or are you living single like some of us are?
Well, actually, I don't really. I mean, all of y'all are special, you know, in your own way. So, you know. So I can't really say if I have anybody special because everybody I chill with, they're special in their own way. You know, so. But do I have a girlfriend or anybody that I want to be in a relationship with? I've been looking, and I think I found somebody. I think, you know what I mean? But we're gonna have to see how that is. You know what I mean? We're just gonna have to see. That's it. You know what I mean? Because like I said, when I went through like my music timeline, you know what I mean? I've been through a whole bunch of relationships that's been terrible. Yeah, it's been terrible. It sucked. I
think other people of us will know what he's talking about. Yes, I understand.
Yeah, we had our little ups and downs and stuff like that, but you know, as you grow up, you know, you just want something real. You know, you just want something that is gonna stick by your side. You feel me?
Right.
So. Yeah, as of right now, I'm looking, but I'm just waiting for God to place that person in my life. You know, I'm just waiting for Him because if I you know go faster than what God has planned for me, then everything is gonna be messed up because that's not what God had planned for me. You feel me? So I'm just waiting for God's answer to know, you know, the answer to that. You know what I mean? So. I'm really actually waiting for God to tell me, yeah, this is the girl, you know. So I'm just waiting for Him. All right, so that's the answer right there.
Thank you. That's a good answer. So we all special in your life, huh? Well, that's good. That makes us feel good. You know what I'm saying? We want to be considered special in your life. You know what I'm saying? You included us in your life when you decided to show yourself to us and entertain for us and things like that and perform for us. So, you know, thank you for calling me someone special in your life. I speak for myself. But thank you. I will speak for the viewers too for calling them special also. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, hopefully y'all feel special right now. You're feeling good right now. Yeah. He spoke, so there you go. So